Welcome into the PHNX Sun Devil Show presented by Circle K. Guys, head to any Circle K Arizona location where you can get any size, Polar Pop or Froster for just 79 cents now through September 3rd. I'm Anthony Totri. This is Waldo over here, also known as Eric Ruby, also known as Jose Perez, also known as Aaron Ruby. This guy right here, this is the fish keeper himself, Shane Dievenbach. And we've got DJ Danielle behind the mic making all of the magic happen. She's behind the Mac.
Gosh,
today's gonna get out of hand. Today's gonna get out of hand. I'm telling you that right now. We already got Cade in the chat, guys. Do us a solid if you haven't already. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a 5-star review wherever you get your podcast. Chad Johnson, the one only Ocho Cinco himself, is in the chat. Guys, we've got a lot to get into. We're talking Cameron Dyer. We're talking Hines Ward. We've got album covers for Arizona State themed home games, and we have a snake draft. But first, I want to check in on the boys. How are you guys doing, man? You're good. A1. You know, the audio listeners can't see you putting a thumbs up.
I was expecting white boy Eric to talk first.
How many more nicknames could I get?
White boy Eric, WBE.
WBE.
That might work. WBE. That might be the one that sticks for good.
Yeah. Listen, I felt like they've all been sticking. He introduces the show. It's like 3 minutes of just my nickname.
Sharon, we have a Totri nickname. It's BBL Totri.
No, dude. Totri. No, that's not. We're not doing that.
Yeah, I'm doing good. I've had that stuck in my head all day.
Totri. Yeah, we're doing real good. Happy hump day, everybody.
Yep.
I was talking to Espo. It does feel like we're a day ahead. Like today feels like a Thursday.
Yeah.
Because of last week. Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. A week from today will be my last day until I go to Hawaii. So I'm very excited.
I love that for you.
Because I need a vacation.
Don't we all? Today's going to be my last show of the week.
Yeah.
I'm departing for the tropical beaches of San Diego.
Not tropical.
Yeah, I know. Well, but that's where I'll be. So, in the meantime,
go find him. Where are you staying?
Don't worry about it.
Sick him, chat.
No, don't follow me. Let's not do that.
What concert are you going to?
NF.
Okay, he's gonna be at the NF concert.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done releasing it.
Where are your seats?
On June 8th.
You need to stop.
Make sure.
Yes, you both need to stop.
He's actually at GA. He's gonna be in the pit.
Oh, Totri.
I'm actually
on his roommate's back.
I'm the opener. Yeah. All right. Before we get into Cameron Dyer, I want to talk about Hines Ward, because Hines Ward obviously played a big role in getting Dyer, who is
in the NFL.
He did. Transitioning from quarterback to wide receiver. We'll get into Cameron Dyer, his commitment, and all that fun stuff. But Hines Ward, when he was announced as the wide receivers coach, it was a unique time, right? Spring football. Rashad Samples had left to go become the running backs coach at Oregon. And Shane, we had talked for a long time about Rashad Samples' impact in recruiting for Arizona State, a part of the original coaching staff that Kenny Dillingham brought over here. So it sucks to lose him. And there were question marks as if Hines Ward could replace Rashad Samples, if he could keep up with the level and talent of recruits that Samp was getting. I think you obviously have to wait to see how it translates on the field, but just in terms of getting athletes, pure talented athletes, Hines Ward has done a phenomenal job.
Yeah, he for sure has. And, we knew the pull of just his name was going to be a big draw for recruits, but to see a lot of them now citing not only to work with Hines Ward because of what he's done in the past, but also because of the meetings they've had with him and hearing how he talks about the game. It's good that just translates. And again, he's not just a name. He's a coach and a recruiter.
Yeah. It's been interesting to see that kind of the difference, because Kenny for a while wanted to emphasize that Samp and BC were not just recruiters, because there were people that were attaching the name of like, oh, those guys are just, they're great recruiters, but no, they're great coaches, they're great people, and clearly they are great at recruiting. That's something that you can add on to it. And Hines Ward, something that we talk a lot about when it comes to players is like they're going to, in theory, develop and get better. One thing I don't think we talk about enough, or anybody really in the college football landscape talks about, is Hines Ward is going to get better, I think, as a recruiter. And he's still in his first cycle, right? Not even a full cycle, being able to get a guy like Adrian Wilson, who flipped from Oregon or decommitted from Oregon, getting a guy like Corey Butler Jr., who is one of the fastest players in the state of California, getting Michael Scott from Pennsylvania, who quite literally stated how big Hines Ward was in his recruiting. And now you've got Cameron Dyer making the switch from quarterback to wide receiver, again, pointing out Hines Ward as being a giant impact in that recruitment process.
It's not just the recruiting and the stars that is important, because you would have loved Cooper Perry to come to ASU, but what Hines can do better than a lot of other coaches and a lot of other wide receiver coaches is probably evaluate talent. I would bet money that Hines Ward knows what a good receiver looks like more than a guy who's rating thousands of receivers every single day in online. Yeah. So those 3 stars, though they're not 5 stars, they are more talented. I guarantee that Hines Ward can get the most out of their talent.
Yeah, and I mean, there were questions like, and not specifically from us, but just in general about when Hines Ward was hired. It's like, ooh, is that really the guy? And I know for a fact some people are like, is this another Herm Edwards like hire where you get a former player who has a big personality? And it's just not the case. And you can just tell by the way that he was involved in spring practice as well, and like how excited he was to be there and how much he wants to be here as well. And if you look at your top 5 recruits in the class of 2025, your number 1 recruit is Adrian Wilson, wide receiver. They have Corey Butler, who's the 3rd wide receiver. And then the 5th is now Dyer, who is going to change from quarterback to receiver. And in there as well is AJ Ia, who's a tight end, but it's also going to be used as part of the receiving core as well.
Now a 4-star.
Yes. Per Rivals, he is now a 4-star.
I mean, that just having that group of players to come in as your receiving core, and then also adding in Michael Scott as well, or Mikey as he's listed.
Yeah, we got to start calling him Mikey Scott.
Just call him Joystick.
Because Michael Scott from Pennsylvania is just insane.
It is
crazy.
Nuts. But he makes up with it with the nickname, though. Joystick is such an elite nickname. But you have all of that coming in with with whatever quarterback's going to be out there. I mean, you have a plethora of different weapons, and now they're under the tutelage of Hines Ward, which is probably what he's leveraging. Like, hey, it's great to talk to me and it's great to come here, but if you spend a couple years with me, like, I will make you better because I know how to do that.
Yeah. Lewis brings up, is that your real name, Lewis Clark?
A lot of historical figures. Chad Johnson and Lewis Clark in the chat today.
Does your middle name start with an N? Are you Lewis N. Clark? He brings up a good point, though, and says Hines played quarterback in high school and transitioned to wide receiver in college. So and Dyer actually tweeted about that and said he's done the same thing as me and can help teach me that. So, or something along those lines. So that's another big reason why, Hines can help transition an athlete into a receiver.
And I think, again, like, I hate to just continue to beat this drum because I feel like I've been the one to say it. Yeah. That's what I do. I play the drums. Over the last few shows, just take a moment to realize what they're doing after a 3-9 season. Yeah. Right. Now you have first year in the Big 12. Let's say you get any sort of success again, and you still have the only active college football coach, assistant, whatever, as a Super Bowl MVP coaching the position in which he is going to be a Hall of Famer. That is an attractive spot. If you are now, you like have a plethora of options to where you want to go to college. You've got a young, relatable coach in Kenny Dillingham. You've got, Arizona, Tempe is just absolutely beautiful. Now you're starting to win games. And I can go learn from a Hall of Famer, a Super Bowl MVP in Hines Ward. Like, why wouldn't you want to come to Arizona State? And you throw in the idea that Arizona State is finally on track and starting to get even better when it comes to NIL.
Yeah, everything kind of feels like it's coming together. And we were talking about this in our Diehard Discord yesterday when this news came down about Dyer. And it's like, man, the switch from a year ago or a couple months ago where it was like you feel so behind in NIL, and it's like it almost feels like the coaches are working against the grain, right? Like they're kind of being held back by some of the stuff that the university offers, and now it almost feels like, hey, You get your NIL now, and that solves a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Now you can focus on the personality and the football side of things as well. And I can't imagine being a high schooler and sitting in a room with Hines Ward and Kenny Dillingham or Coach Arroyo as well, and hearing the types of conversations that they have and being like, wow, these are such smart people, but I also feel valued as a person.
Yeah.
Like, that's such a valuable combination that, I mean, even if it doesn't pay dividends right now, which it is, I mean, you see this recruiting class, like you mentioned, after a season like last, like this is paying dividends. But with the transfer portal era, there are kids that aren't even going to commit to ASU that 2 years from now are going to think, man, maybe I should have gone with Hines Ward. Maybe I should have gone with Kenny Dillingham. And they're going to come home.
Yeah,
No, you're absolutely right.
It's gotta hope it all translates.
Yeah, you do.
That's,
You do.
that's the
100%.
bottom line, though.
And again, it is June, right? So you've still got a lot of time.
We're slowly pulling that banner up.
Yeah,
It's
slowly.
coming.
It's gonna be up there. And again, we
June,
talk about
June,
these
bitch.
incoming freshmen highly, right? We
Yeah.
see what they do at the high school level, but you still have to acknowledge there's going to be guys that transfer into the program. You are still, in a perfect world, going to be able to retain some of your top talent, like a Jordan Tyson. But you never know.
You're probably not going to retain all of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, then you talk about guys who are freshmen now. Corbin Hendricks had a really nice spring. We'll see what he does this season and then moving to next year. So it is constantly a cycle, and it's going to be a lot of fun. But I do want to talk about Cameron Dyer.
Yeah, before we get there, the one thing to point out, though, is this is all nice with the depth and everything. We have to, but just a reminder, you got to temper your expectations a little bit because you're still waiting for that guy to pop out because you lost your guy in the offseason. You lost Elijah Badger. So you really got to hope that one of these guys next year, you have a surprise this year. Jordan Tyson is the guy that we believe he can be this year.
Yeah.
You got to hope one of those things happen because, it's great to have 5 good players, but to be a dominant offense, you need a great player at least.
Yeah.
At least one.
And I think that's kind of like where Hines is going to come in. You'll see his coaching side of it this year. Oh, yeah. Maybe.
That'd be awesome.
You never know. He could be like a JJ Redick suiting up for the Lakers, right? But with Hines, like you're going to see with Jordan Tyson, somebody who hasn't played in a couple of years, and like you mentioned, like losing your number one guy, you're going to see his impact with the wide receivers this year. And if somebody comes out and takes that number one spot, like obviously it's up to them and it's their work, but you have to imagine that Ward plays a pretty big role in that.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. I do want to talk about Cameron Dyer. He did commit to Arizona State class of 2025. Transitioning from quarterback to wide receiver, you take a look at the tape. This kid it's easy to see why he is the number 2 ranked player in the state of New Mexico. Watched the full junior highlights, and I told Shane one thing I learned is the high school defenses in New Mexico, they're pretty tiny. And this kid's 6'4", 205 pounds. He's got a great build to be a possession wide receiver. He is a phenomenal athlete. 55 touchdowns over in his junior season is absolutely ridiculous. Only 29 of them were passing.
Yeah, that's the coolest part is that he had almost as many receiving touchdowns and rushing touchdowns as he had passing touchdowns.
It's wild. It is wild. And again, I tweeted it out just kind of looking at the makeup of this class. And you could talk about, again, the 3 stars, the 4 stars. Like there are people out there that certainly are going to make a big deal about that. And of course, the higher the star, I guess, in theory, is what you'd want to get. But you just have to look at the athletes.
Yeah.
And the athletes, again, and Corey Butler Jr. and Joystick, those 2 guys are absolute speedsters. Now you bring in a big body wide receiver in Cam Dyer, who is an athlete. He can move. And then you've got a guy in Adrian Wilson who can really do it all. Like it is more so they're just bringing in athletes.
Yeah. But sometimes when you use the term athlete, I'm not saying you specifically, but overall, like the skill part of it can also kind of be lost. And if you watch his tape, like he knows what he's doing. He's not just running in a straight line. And he's a very capable quarterback. Like I'm sure he could have committed as a quarterback to a bunch of other schools. Like he could have played quarterback at the next level, I'm pretty sure. Just from watching his tape. Now, would that been the best position for him? Probably not, considering that he's making the transition to wide receiver.
Yeah.
But he was all district for track. He was the relay state champion and 4th place in state long jump. Like,
yeah, 22 foot.
Yeah, it's a pretty long jump.
The reason why Tochi looked at my computer and smiled was because we're
Forgot
talking
that guy
about
existed.
athletic quarterbacks. So I wanted to see what Israel Carter's doing because you remember he was an ASU quarterback commit for the Herm team, and then decommitted when Kenny was announced. Then I went to UCF entered the transfer portal, and then withdrew his name from the transfer portal. So he's going to be back at, or USF, University of South Florida.
I'm about to say Big 12.
So
I forgot that he existed,
Yeah.
to be completely honest with you.
good player.
Hey, we get Butter in here soon.
Yeah,
We get
well,
Butter
he's
in here
a
soon.
third string on USF, but good high school player. We'll see if it turns out.
I mean, again, that's with all these guys, right? Like whether they're depth,
Yeah.
they very, very rarely, I feel like, do you hit on some of these kids being absolute stars in their first 2 years.
Right.
Yeah.
It is a special thing to see that translate. Again, Cam Dyer, my biggest question with him is you watch the tape, you know he's an athlete, you could see it, you know he can find the end zone. I mean, I think you question a little bit is that transition to wide receiver. How are his hands? Right. I mean,
Yeah.
you even see that with
But it's not really a transition.
no, but you even see that. I'm saying with high school wide receivers, transitioning to college, like there is sometimes issues catching the football. With him, he has been playing, yes, a dual threat role, but does he have college wide receiver hands?
Was he Bugs Bunnying? Was he throwing the ball to himself?
No, but he has a cannon.
Yeah.
I told Eric, just the throwing motion was like Cam Newton-esque. And no, I'm not saying that Cameron Dyer is Cam Newton, but just the throwing motion resembled it. So it is what it is. It's
Like, I
exciting.
see it.
It is exciting.
You're not
It is
tripping.
exciting.
Yeah. You know what it is fun for? And I know Kenny's probably gonna hate this. Trick plays.
Yeah. Yeah. Between him and some of the speedsters that you've thrown in
Scat
here,
next year? Coming back, Scott?
let's do it. I'm here for it. I'm absolutely here to get Scat
Javon
back.
Blackshear style. I can't believe how did he get another year? I don't understand this.
I will not tell Scat to get a job. Scat can stay however long he likes.
This is
He
Scat's.
could do whatever
Well,
he
Scat
wants.
has so many jobs in the football field. It's only right he
Yeah.
can do whatever he wants.
He needs less jobs.
Yeah, he does need less. I would prefer if he only had one job this year, and that was running over.
If he just
people.
played running back,
if he just ran over people,
that'd be
awesome.
cool. And I mean, he can outrun people now.
Yeah.
Like
What's the Scat pack? Like what's the
Scat starter pack?
No. The formation. What's the Scat pack? Scat package.
Him and Marcuston. I'm here for it. Marcuston's going to the A gap and Scat's taken outside. Or, I mean, in reality, you're looking at probably Relique.
Yeah.
Or hear me out. Let's get real weird. Okay? So you've got Scat in the gun with McCaskill next to him.
Ooh,
And you've got Relique.
Did you see that McCaskill was the speed demon of the week?
it's big time.
I think the ASU graphics department just sometimes wants things to do. They're awesome, but like, what does that mean? There's no way they're gonna keep doing that, right?
That's fair.
We
I
should
mean,
have
they
for
might,
us,
they
we should
might,
have, like, a
they
speed
might.
demon of the week.
So you have McCaskill and Scat
Okay.
in the backfield. And you've got Relique.
Baby Rhino. Where's Baby Rhino?
Baby Rhino's on. He's going to be the lead blocker here.
So are we in Wishbone? What are we in? Is there a quarterback or is this
No,
wild?
no.
Wild
This
Scat?
is the Wildcat. This is the Wildcat.
Okay.
Yeah. You have Relique in the slot. Cam sends him in motion. It's almost like a triple option. It's a triple option. Okay.
But where is Baby Rhino? Is he lined up as a tight end?
Yeah, he's lined up as a
Okay.
tight end. He's the lead blocker.
Okay.
We go from there. Triple option.
Okay.
You here for it?
Can I interest you in Rhino Scat? Not only something you find in the safari,
Rhino Scat.
in a safari, but also a great package.
Okay. What does that look like?
It's where Marcuston is. So you're in a wishbone where Marcuston's on the left. If you're looking toward the end zone, you're trying to score in. Scat's in front of him, and somebody's over here. I don't know. Maybe
Anybody?
Maybe a quarterback.
Okay. Maybe a quarterback.
Yeah,
That could
and
be
so
weird.
you run this way, and then if you want, you can double pass it back.
Wow. I mean, Kenny, give us a call, man.
Yeah.
We're hurt.
I used to create plays in Madden 06, and it would take probably I would have to have the best offensive line in the world for any of them to work, because a lot of the time like the X receiver was just going in a circle and then he would take off.
Yeah.
None of that would work. But sometimes you'd strike gold occasionally when you had all of the players sometimes run like in the middle of the field and then like a screen behind them, so you just have the entire team blocking for you. That was usually really fun.
Love that.
I wish you could still do that.
Look, we are going to get you. You mentioned the ASU social team. I do want to get into what they've done with album covers here in just a second. First, got to tell you about our friends over at Shady Rays. Shady Rays, guys. They have 1,000,005 different options for you. And it's the perfect time to get yourself some new sunglasses. The sun's out. Okay, it's pool season, it's vacation season. What better way to enjoy a vacation with a brand new pair of Shady Rays? If you didn't know, guys, they have hundreds of options to choose from, so you're definitely going to find the perfect pair to match your style. I think All three of us have very different styles, and I can confidently say that Shady Rays has something that would fit each and every one of us, guys. And if you don't love your Shady Rays, you can exchange them for a new pair. Return them worry-free within 30 days. There's no risk when you shop. Their team always has your back with personal and fast support. And exclusively for our listeners, Shady Rays is giving out their best deal of the season. Head to shadyrays.com. Use that code PHNX for 35% off polarized sunglasses. Yes, Eric, 35%. Try for yourself. The shades rated 5 stars. By how many people?
Is it over 300,000?
It's over 300,000.
That's so crazy.
Love that.
That's so many people.
It's a lot of folks. It's a lot of folks.
It is a lot of people. The Diamondbacks suck.
What's the score?
They're down 6-1.
Yeah. Well, they're still down 6-1.
Or maybe 4-1.
Danielle did
Montgomery,
it.
Why?
Danielle did it. Danielle stepped in the spot.
You know what really sucks? We're back in the pre-pitch clock era. It's the bottom of the fourth. This game started at 12:40.
It's the bottom of the fourth?
Yeah.
Well, the third inning
bad
went
news
forever.
for this guy.
Are you?
I have to help out when. Anyway, guys, right now you could get the D-backs at plus money. I probably wouldn't. You could take them at plus 4.5. I probably wouldn't. But you could if you wanted to. Over at BetMGM.
You could.
You could.
You can also spin the wheel over at BetMGM.
You do love spinning the wheel. Have you ever had any good wheel spins lately?
I mean, you win something regardless when you spin the wheel. So, yeah, you're always winning. It's always a good time.
So, Gabby had 2 RBI yesterday, but no home run. But we're on the right track with that parlay. And over at BetMGM, our friends always have good offers for you. And right now, you can sign up for BetMGM. Use that bonus code PHNX. Place your first BetMGM Sportsbook wager through the BetMGM Sportsbook app for at least $10, and you'll receive up to $1,500 back in bonus bets. If your bet loses, you can check out the show notes for full details. And now listen to me talk about the disclaimer.
Bonus bets expire in 7 days. One new customer offer only. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY 467-369 New York. Call 1-800-327-5050 Massachusetts. 21 plus only. Please gamble responsibly. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP Arizona. 1-800-BETS-OFF Iowa. 1-800-981-0023 Puerto Rico. First bet offer for new customers only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Bonus bets are non-withdrawable. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel. See BetMGM.com for terms. U.S. promotional offers not available in New York, Nevada, North Carolina, Ontario, or Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
So we are going to get into the album covers here in a second. But first, we've got this. Jason Scheer tweeted, I mean, what was it?
Seconds ago.
Yeah, it's an executive summary stating that Brett Yormark, the commissioner of the Big 12, is set to make a presentation to the Arizona Board of Regents tomorrow. So that is June 6th. Interesting. I don't know what this could entail, but it is certainly an interesting play from the Big 12.
The committee will receive a presentation from Brett Yormark, commissioner of the Big 12, on current changes in college sports, including elements related to professionalization. Following Yormark's presentation, the committee will discuss the information and issues shaping the future of college sports. So it's just...
I mean, maybe it's just more like, hey, this is how you're going to succeed in the new landscape college football. Let me help you. You help me. Scratch my back. Somebody says
it's to invite NIU to the Big 12.
I
Here
like
we
that
go.
comment.
Dear Lord.
Here we go.
That's interesting. It's certainly interesting.
I mean, one thing about Brett Yormark is he's on top of it, dude.
Yeah, I was about to say.
He's always out there trying to do something.
I will absolutely take that. I will absolutely take a commissioner that wants to go talk to the Arizona Board of Regents versus a man in George Kliavkoff who has, stuck his foot in his mouth 1,005 different times.
Sharon, nobody knows. We're just talking.
Sharon, what does that mean? No idea. Again, guys, before we get into the album covers, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a 5-star review wherever you get your podcast. If you are watching on YouTube, welcome home. If you are watching on Twitter, do us a solid. Go over to YouTube. We've dropped the YouTube link in the tweet below the tweet that you are currently watching. Head on over, hit the like button, and join the conversation, guys, because it is a lot of fun over here at PHNX Sports. So fun that you guys should go over to gophnx.com. Click the little Die Hard tab. Eric,
yes.
What are the lovely folks at home going to win when they purchase a Die Hard membership?
Man, you get a little bit of everything. Can I interest you in a free piece of merch every year? It could be a hat, a shirt, sweater, something like that.
Potentially a hoodie?
I think it could be. You can get a Die Hard membership card, which is a very underrated part of this. You got to love a good card. Be like, oh, yeah, I'm a Die Hard member. Access to all of our premium written content, plus exclusive video content as well. Plus, we do audio-only episodes every week, and now our Die Hards are going to get early access to our audio-only and a little contradictory, but we're doing it anyway. There's going to be video along with it, but
It's an extra episode.
Extra video, baby. So basically, an extra episode. Diehards are going to get.
It's controversial.
Contradictory.
Did he just baby me? He just called me baby.
That's fine.
My gosh, get over it. Anyway,
I just didn't think we were there
You
yet.
know who's the common denominator?
yeah, it's always him. He's always like, "Why are you so feisty?" And it's after he poked somebody 100 times.
I
Like,
didn't poke
he's
you.
like, "Why is this bear attacking me after I poked it with a stick?"
I would never poke a bear.
Did you just call yourself a bear?
It's a
He called me a
hypothetical
bear.
thing. You're not.
Oh,
a
are
bear.
you a bear?
You're not a bear.
Never mind.
You're the least bear on this panel, and you also get access to our.
See this right now?
Eric.
You get access to our Die Hard Discord as well. Sharon mentioned we have a brand new Die Hard member, courtesy of Short Bus, who had me wear a hat for a month, and Steven's already fitting in just fine, talking lots of ASU athletics, and it's a really good time. You should do it. You can give Totri shit in there as well. It's a great time.
Jacob in the chat, show the card at TSA. They'll let you walk right onto your flight.
No, they won't.
No, they
Can you confirm?
Yeah, this is the bomb.
Oh, gee.
Don't do that.
Well, hey guys, it's been a good show.
Yeah. No, it is what it
knocking
is.
at the door?
It
The
what it
FBI?
is. Yeah. So
Sharon, what's Totri's new nickname?
I think what bear?
No. Let's move on.
album covers. Arizona State Social Department dropping some dope album covers, all for the Arizona State home games and the themes of those home games. Let's go ahead. Let's just immediately get right into the first one. Arizona State at home against Wyoming. Boys, first game as members of the Big 12 Conference.
Yeah, shit is hard. It's dope. It's
Shit
very
is hard.
it's very Travis Scott, Cactus Jackie. I don't know. I really like it.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like that a lot.
So for those of you that can't tell, like you're listening on audio, it is Sparky on top of a stallion, and it goes crazy. It does absolutely go crazy. And some of these are like they're made to resemble like legit albums. I was trying to find the initial tweet for it, but that's
I quote tweeted it.
you retweeted the one where it is, what's it called? Resembling it?
Oh no.
No. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's get to the next one. Eric, what do we think of this guy?
I like it. Faculty staff appreciation. I don't know what album cover it's paying homage to, and most of them I don't. But I like it. That's cool. I don't know. I feel bad for the audio only listeners right now. I would highly recommend coming over to YouTube and watching this portion.
This is a weird one for me.
It's a little strange.
Danielle, do you know where this one's from?
I don't understand this one.
Huh. So this theme is faculty staff appreciation. And this is ASU versus Mississippi State. It's like, I guess we're going to have to describe these. So this is Sparky with like a paint roller, and he's literally just painting the floor.
Dolly Parton.
This one's Dolly Parton?
That's what Jet says.
Okay, thank you, Jet. It's Dolly Parton.
Yeah, we
Eric.
might need some help with a good amount of these.
I'm telling you, there is like a legit like
Album.
somebody had tweeted like the full thing. I think somebody in the actual social department. So Eric, you could see if you could find
I'll
that
try.
somewhere on social
no
media.
promises.
Let's go ahead. Let's get to the next one. Danielle, I'm going to leave this one to you to kind of explain this one. This is Hispanic Heritage Night, Family Weekend, Hall of Fame game, Maroon Monsoon, Green game.
When I saw this, I was driving in and I like actually yelled. I was so fired up about this. So this is Vicente Fernandez. For those of you who don't know, he is an absolute icon in Mexico. He's a I would compare him to like Frank Sinatra. So like actor, singer, everything. If you've been to any sort of Mexican event, you've probably heard Vicente Fernandez. So this is awesome. I sent this to my brother. He was fired up about it. So yeah, this is by far my favorite.
It's dope because they got the vintage look not only with the text but also with just the picture. It looks very vintage.
That is super
Okay,
cool.
so I found the first one that we were looking at was
Jimmy Eat World?
No, Bad Bunny. The with
Oh,
him riding
yeah.
the
I'm talking about
horse.
the next one.
Yeah, the next one is Jimmy Eat World. So Bad Bunny was the first one, and the second
Bad
one,
Bunny.
yes, was Dolly Parton.
Love that.
Yeah,
You guys big Dolly Parton fans?
Yeah.
Jolene.
Really?
It's a good song.
Let's go ahead.
That was your impression of it?
No, I can't sing.
That was awful, Eric.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate
This one's
you.
really hard. This one's tough.
Yeah,
What is
this
this
one's
one?
sick.
This is the ACDC blackout game, youth football night. This is
I
ASU
cannot
versus
wait.
Utah.
I can't wait for this to be a 12 p.m. kick.
That's so gross, but you're probably right. This is on October 11th. Yeah, this is the.
They're gonna be like, it's only
AC/DC.
95.
How do we feel about this one? Like, this one is the most generic, I feel like, of all of the album covers, but this one hits. This one
makes
hits.
sense.
Yeah, it does make sense.
If you're gonna do a blackout game, like this is the album that you're gonna choose.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. You don't want to do Wiz Khalifa Black and Yellow?
Or didn't Jay-Z have the Black Album? That would have worked as well.
Yeah,
But I think
potentially.
this is probably the most universal.
What do we got next?
Hold on, we're waiting. We're
No,
waiting
not
on-
you. I wasn't doing that to you. I was doing that to.
Well, I was just waiting
I
for
was,
it.
There
I
we
was
go.
trying to audio out.
So this is the Salute to Service game. This is November 9th versus UCF. And this is Brooks and Dunn, Steers and Stripes. This is the Michaela Perkins game. Because this is country guys, country artist. I don't know who Brooks and Dunn
Yeah, I
is.
don't
Do
know
you
who
guys
Brooks
know who
and Dunn
Brooks and
is.
Dunn is? Danielle, any idea?
I would assume it's a country.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fair. I don't know who Brooks and Dunn is, though.
This is a rap album.
This is a
the
Steers
only
and
Brooks
Stripes.
I know is Garth.
Yeah,
It might be.
Garth is cool. Garth is
Might
cool.
be Garth Brooks.
I don't think it is.
I believe we have one more of these. So yeah, this is November 23rd, ASU versus BYU, homecoming and senior day. This is Jimmy Eat World. At least
His name
a
is
replication.
Kix Brooks.
Kicks Brooks. That kind of goes hard.
Yep.
Oh, Boot Scootin' Boogie. I know that song. Well, that is that.
I don't know if it's the actual
Oh,
one.
that's
could be.
tough. That's tough. What do we think of this one, guys?
I really like this one a lot. I like the detail on the bottom with all the teams.
All the
Yeah.
big,
Yeah,
all the
this
big
one's
teams.
awesome.
I really
Very
like this
cool.
one.
Is that? Do they have? They have a bunch of like old school ASU logos.
Yeah,
at
to
the
fill out
bottom of
the
that
end,
one.
yeah.
that is really really cool. I
Big
love
fan.
that. I love
Yeah,
that.
this might be my favorite one.
Sorry, Sharon.
Share the chat. You guys are killing me. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is
I am baby.
you are baby.
I am baby.
Okay,
Jimmy Eat World tweeted about this one too.
Oh, did
So
they?
really? I'm pretty sure they follow the podcast. To be honest with you, love that for us.
Yeah, Jimmy World.
Zach Lynn's big PHNX fan.
Big,
That's
big
true.
Coyotes guy. Big PHNX.
We have a
fan.
favorite.
Do we have a favorite?
Yeah,
I think it's the Jimmy Eat World one.
Yeah, same.
That or the
Jimmy
Bad
Eat
Bunny
World
one.
Bad Bunny.
Danielle.
Bad Bunny.
Chente #1, but boy, Jimmy Eat World is close.
Yeah, that's fair. I the Bad Bunny one's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The Bad Bunny is really, really cool. Guys, I do want to tell you a little bit about our friends over at OGs. I told you yesterday on the show that they could help you taste the planets. Maybe some of you guys took an OGs and you could taste what Pluto tasted like. It is a planet to be.
Oh, wait, hold on. That's a nice touch.
What?
That's a homecoming game for Jimmy World. Duh.
Oh.
The album is also Homecoming.
Duh. Yeah. I
Love
know.
that.
Duh.
Love that, guys. OGs, they've launched 2 new products made with live rosin and RSO, the OGs Naturals and the Big OGs. Eric over here, he's the OGs Naturals. This guy over here, that's the Big OGs. OGs, they've got a ton of different flavors with a wide variety of effects that are pretty much suitable for anything that you guys want to do. If you want to take the edge off, OGs has something. If you want one that just tastes really good, you want to sit back and watch a movie, they got one of those too. And like I said, they have 1,000,005 different flavors of OGs. Eric, do you have a favorite OGs flavor? by chance?
Oh, the raspberry orange is really good.
Or I'm a big orange creamsicle guy.
Ooh,
The
I
orange
have
creamsicles
not
are
had
really
a bad
good.
OGs flavor.
They don't have a
They're
bad
all
one. That's the
so
thing.
good.
They literally do not have one. And great part about OGs is they got Flavor and Fridays
That's
with
true.
all of the PHNX shows. So definitely stop by every Friday to learn more about OGs gummies and where you can find them. Head on over to ogsbrands.com. You do got to be 21 plus to enjoy responsibly.
But you
Shane, I'm gonna interject here. Since you're always putting me on the spot about my Arizona, mostly Mesa High School knowledge. Jimmy Eat World, where'd they go?
Ooh, I don't know that one. I'm gonna go with Mesa.
No, I went to Mesa.
Oh,
They went to Mountain View.
Mesa Mountain View. Damn it.
Mountain View. Yep.
That's tough.
Damn.
She put you on the spot like that.
How do you know that?
I'm from Mesa, dog. They're huge.
Yeah, but
They
yeah,
were
I
the
guess
biggest
it's
band in the
fair.
world when I was in high school.
That's
like
fair.
they're a big deal out in Mesa, in my hood.
You know who else is a big deal?
Tell me, Eric.
Desert Financial Credit Union, baby. Because for more than 84 years, DFCU has been Arizona's largest and most trusted local credit union, and they've been dedicated to creating exceptional experiences, giving back to the community, making your life better, my life better. For as long as I've had that thing we call money, I have been putting it in with Desert Financial Credit Union, the people there are always super friendly, always willing to lend a hand, whether you're just doing something basic like opening a checkings or a savings account, maybe opening up one for your kid, their first checking and savings account, or something a little bit more complicated, mortgages, loans, credit cards, investment options, and more. They are always here to help you out with your financial needs. And on top of all of that, something we all need, a free $200. And if you go to Desert Financial right now online and open up a free checking account, you can get $200 right in there, right in that checking account for free. And you can spend it using one of 3 different Visa debit cards branded exclusively with Arizona State University insignia. You can rock your maroon and gold with every purchase you make. All you gotta do, go desertfinancial.com/ASU to get started, open a free checking account online, get your $200, and pick one of your 3 Arizona State University Visa debit cards.
I love it. You know what else I love?
What?
I love snake drafts.
Oh, baby.
I love snake drafts. I'm going to be honest. I'm pull the curtain back. Eric's been a dick. He has. It's true. He has. He absolutely has. About the snake drafts.
I don't know, man.
He's been just every few minutes peeking his head through the doors. I won 3. Shane, you've won none. He's been bullying Shane a lot lately,
Okay.
And it's just
he hasn't.
That's
He
not
hasn't.
true.
And Toji just wanted to throw that in there because he feels like a big man because he won
a
one
big man.
draft.
I don't think. What are you talking about? I won 1.
Yeah,
I haven't
but-
had good snake drafts.
you
I'm
had-
saying that.
But you had to sneak in the fact that I've won 0. But you know what I have done? I haven't come in last once.
No, he's
Not
been
one time.
He's been the first loser a lot.
Yep. Let's go.
So it is Wednesday. So we are snake
If this
drafting.
was a point system.
Yep. Eric, we've started putting all of the topics. We each give one and throw them in the diehard Discord.
Fish. Chat. Do you guys want to see a fish draft? Like, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. What's 1-1?
Alligator gar,
Okay.
arapaima, any river monster,
Yeah. Any
I mean,
Anything
we're so
anything that Jeremy,
Wade.
what's his name?
Jeremy Wade.
Jeremy Wade caught.
Okay.
we're so screwed when we do fish. Dude.
What was your idea?
Geographical features?
So you want to explain that to the
Yeah, what does
the
that
people?
mean? Eric
it's
Ruby?
like basically anything natural in the world. Not to like tip picks or whatever, but like a mesa, for example, is a geological feature. Basically anything that's not man-made, but
If
never
a Mesa gets drafted,
Okay.
it just
If Mesa, Mesa's not.
If you don't understand what we're saying,
Okay.
give it like 3 picks, and you'll understand
if you don't
what we're
understand
saying.
what we're saying, I'm
give it a couple. Well, then
I would turn the show off and go read a book. Eric, do you want the first pick? I would assume.
Yeah, it's been working for me. I'm gonna keep it.
Okay, I'm gonna go third.
yeah.
Do you guys
it's-
want a fun little
fair.
like me fact?
Yeah.
Let's give it-
In junior high, I won my school's geography bee.
Nice.
Ooh.
Like,
Yeah.
was that just the one where name a country?
Pretty much.
Show me where the country is.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, those were cool.
I was a nerd. Still am a nerd. It's
I
fine.
helped one of my friends study for that for like weeks, and he flamed out in the first round. I was pissed.
He flamed down the first round. Okay,
Come on,
I gotta
Michael.
move back here because I got my.
Dude, they're like,
I have a draft board today,
he tries too hard.
and it doesn't work. I haven't.
Yeah.
I've won 1.
So maybe you should change it up a little bit.
Well, I haven't tried the last 2 drafts.
Eric Ruby, you are on the clock.
God, I love that sound.
Last week when we did just things in the bathroom, there was a clear number 1 pick.
Yeah,
I don't know if there is.
yeah,
this
there
time.
is.
I don't
You
know
think
if
there's a
there is.
clear
Yeah,
one?
I don't think there is.
if you miss it, he's gonna miss it. I'm gonna get it.
Because-
It's gonna be awesome.
Oh man.
Dude.
Okay. I'm gonna take an island.
Okay, I think that's a solid pick. Can
I'm
I
gonna
ask
take
you?
an island.
Can I ask you your strategy here? Because I feel like
Chat.
you can go a couple different ways with how you're snake drafting
Chat.
these features.
He's so happy. Just places that I would like to be, places that look cool,
Places that
Like-
look cool.
that got good vibes.
Okay, good vibes. I have my number 1 still on the board.
Okay.
I don't know if it's Shane's one.
Okay.
Shane, I hate the way that Shane. I hate your face.
Yeah,
right
You
now.
know
Shane-
what?
Shane's so excited already.
Disclaimer for you two guys. I've been excited about my first couple picks every single time, and I've lost. I've never won one. So
Yeah.
you guys shouldn't be scared.
I'm gonna go with a
I'm scared every
waterfall.
week. Oh, that's a good pick.
I'm going with a waterfall.
That's a
What
good
was that
pick.
face, dude?
You'll see.
That's a good.
You'll
I think
see. And
waterfall.
if you can test this,
we can test
waterfall
it.
would not have been my first pick,
Chat.
but I thought it was a
Chat.
good pick.
chat. Ocean. That's 1-1.
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
Ocean's
yeah,
a good
the
one.
ocean.
Yeah, ocean's good.
But the ocean's fucking scary, dude.
The motion of the ocean.
The ocean
Ocean's
is scary.
motion of the ocean.
Ocean, like, dude, the middle of the ocean is I'd rather go to space than the ocean.
Pick number 2.
Why'd you do it like that?
Volcano.
That's
Yeah,
a good
that's
pick.
solid pick.
That's a good pick. That's a
I mean,
good pick.
It's a solid one.
That's
too.
a good pick.
It's a really solid.
But now I'm fucked. That's all I get. Everything else I'm going to take like Inuit no, not Inuit. That's inlet. We're not drafting. I don't even know how to.
There we go.
I
Next
don't
pick.
want to dig myself a
Next
deeper hole.
pick. Totri.
Can I draft the hole he's dug?
No, that's man-made.
I'm gonna take beach. I'm
That's
gonna
a good
take
pick.
beach.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
Yeah, there's no beach without my ocean though.
Yeah, well, I don't know
No,
what to tell
that's
you.
a good
I'm
pick.
going
That's a
to
good pick.
the beach. That's what I'm taking here.
It's a good pick.
I like my one too. I like my one too.
I think there's some really solid teams so far. For my next 2 picks.
You have a big board too?
Yeah.
You guys, God, let it just rip. Just
How's
let
that
it
been
rip.
This
working
guy
out
would
for
never
you?
be a GM.
It hasn't, but it's way more fun.
Is it way more fun?
Yeah,
I feel like there's a lot of pressure when you do it like that.
That's why it's fun.
I just have a
I
list in
thrive
front of me.
under
I don't have a
pressure.
big board.
Oh, I've got tier
They call
1,
me
tier
a
2,
dynasty.
and other.
See, I'm like in between. He's got it like tiered. I just listed a couple out.
I already know my last pick, and I'm
I'm
doing it just because I want it.
I'm just
Fair enough.
vibing.
Okay. So I've got island. I'm going to be taking a mountain.
Okay.
Yeah, mountain is the stepchild to a volcano, which is
Yeah,
fine.
I mean, I would have taken. To be fair, I would have taken
Yeah,
volcano
yeah.
if it was still there.
No, that's a good
And give me a canyon.
Okay.
Canyons are
okay,
dope.
okay.
I'm gonna be
rock-
honest.
Okay, rock guy.
Canyon, not even on my list.
Wow.
Not
Okay,
even
no,
on my list.
Canyon was
Wow.
was a 5th rounder. I
Wow.
had him pegged as a 5th rounder.
Canyons are dope, dude.
They're
The
cool.
grand ones.
Okay, you know you
You're
got
getting too excited.
You got a mountain and a canyon. brother.
Yeah. I'd go both ends, high and low.
You know, 50% of Arizona high schools have your 2 picks in the name.
That's
Just
fair.
saying.
Yeah. Get back here, Shane. We all know what happened.
I didn't. No, I didn't catch it. What
It
did he
doesn't
say?
matter. Let's keep going.
What did he say?
Anyway,
No.
Totri, you're up.
Okay.
Eric,
So,
both ends ruby.
dear Lord. Oh my God. So I had. What did I have? I had waterfall and beach.
Yeah,
Um,
big water guy over here, huh?
Well,
Dr. Water. What are you gonna go river?
no, I'm gonna go cave.
Ooh,
I'm gonna go with
Cave's a
cave.
Good pick.
I
Cave's a good
knew
pick.
that's such a shame
Cave-
pick.
Cave-
I was
Cave
going, I was
is a
going
good pick.
cave then river.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. I
Yeah.
had to take cave. I had to take
Oof.
cave from Shane.
Pensacola. No, I'm kidding. Or Peninsula. Pensacola is a city. I'm all over the place today. That's why you got to prepare, chat. I guess so.
See, every time he says he wants to just
I'm
rip
jo-
it, and then you get to
that was-
round 3.
That was a joke. River.
Nah, I mean,
River's here, and then now here's where we can go a lot of different ways, because I could be Dr. Waterman here.
Dr. Waterman kind of rips.
Yeah, Dr. Waterman kind of does rip, because I could go with the obvious one here. I don't know if I'm gonna, because then they're just gonna be like, Shane, you're just a big water guy. But I'm pro river.
River's good.
So we're gonna go river there. This is tough. I might have to do some research.
Oh my God! There he is.
Oh, wow, you guys
There he
research.
is.
Oh, no.
Come on, be Dr.
Come on,
Waterman.
bro.
Come on, be Dr.
Come on,
Waterman.
Dr. Waterman.
I'm not gonna be Dr. Waterman. Sorry, guys.
So we should just sit here in silence till he picks.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
let's
you
make
guys,
it awkward.
you guys can. Because I just don't. There's the chat knows what I'm talking about. There's a clear water one that's left on the
Yes.
board.
Yeah.
But I don't want lake. Ooh.
He's
ooh,
gonna-
ooh.
I'll be pissed if he takes.
Okay.
What's
okay.
on my board
so,
here?
This is tough. You know what? I'm gonna go forest.
Oof.
Yeah, that's a really good
That's a good
pick.
pick.
Forrest is a solid.
That's
one.
that's a
I-
really
I
good
was,
pick.
Forest on my board.
That's
I
a-
was considering
that's
Forest.
Forrest was on my
Really-
board
that's
as
a
well.
really good pick.
It's a good pick.
Okay, I'm back up.
Yep.
Give me a glacier.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
Give
a
me,
great pick.
Give me a glacier.
That's a great
here.
pick. But that was another water thing. I was like, it's
Yeah.
too watery. I'm
It is. There's a lot of
water,
water.
ice. Come on.
I mean, I'm starting to get
I mean,
to that
ideally,
point.
it shouldn't be water.
Yeah, it's ice.
It shouldn't,
frozen,
It
frozen.
shouldn't be liquid
Well,
water.
it's made of water
But-
molecules.
But here we are.
Yeah.
Glacier. I like my list. I'm be honest. I
Hey.
can see why it wouldn't win.
Okay, I cannot. I cannot believe.
I'm building the best second place team again.
I honestly think you're the favorite. Eric's team sucks.
Yeah, mine is
Fuck
actually.
you.
if you're looking for like some versatility, it's mine.
Yeah, I mean, you hit 90%
We
of the
got
world.
we got water guy.
You got
or we
90%
we got
of the world.
rock guy and water guy.
I'm not water guy.
You're pretty water guy.
I'm not water guy.
Waterfall,
Well, I'm
beach,
about to
and
add-
glacier.
A beach doesn't have water.
Yo,
It's just a beach.
Somebody
it's
cl-
just a beach.
If a
If-
beach
I
doesn't
know
have
what
water,
I
then we
know.
live
I
on
know
a
what it
beach.
is. There's not water on the beach, Okay, you drafted
What are you talking
on
about?
the beach.
What are you talking
On the
about?
beach.
No, dude. What are you talking
Wait, no,
about?
stop. Told can you look up the definition of a beach?
I actually have it for
Okay,
you.
read it out, Danielle.
Okay, a strip of land covered with sand, pebbles, or small stones at the edge of a body of water.
Yeah, at the edge of a body of water.
You
There's
don't
not
have
water
a beach.
on it.
You
Kiss
don't
my
have a
ass!
beach without
Kiss
water.
my ass, Eric! Kiss my ass!
Hey,
You remember how he was saying I was the asshole? Do you guys remember?
Yeah, because you were saying you were trying to
15 minutes
correct
ago?
me.
15 minutes ago. Okay,
Get me
I'm
fired
gonna add
up.
some water to mine. I'm
You're
taking a
still
lake.
wrong.
I'm taking a lake.
I'm not wrong.
You are.
taking a lake.
Yeah, Lake is. I mean,
Lake is a great second to last pick. I think.
The value's good, but
Great value.
But
pick.
he's also, he's been injured. He's been passed on. Like, there's a reason why he's still there.
I think I just found the sleeper, man. I just found my Nikola Jokic.
I don't think Lake is Jokic.
No.
No.
Lake is Nikola Jovic.
I don't know if this is on your guys' list.
Oh, it's probably
but
gonna be bad.
I like this. I like this specific thing. Give me a geyser.
Yeah.
No, it's a good pick.
Yeah,
I like
it was
the
on my
geyser.
list. It was on my list.
I'm
wanted
really
it.
happy with the end of my draft. Lake and Geyser with the 4th and 5th pick. I mean, geez, talk about
Okay,
value.
relax, buddy. Let's
There's-
calm
Should I
down.
stand up and start yelling at you like
There's,
Toshi just
yeah,
did to
I mean,
me?
yeah, you really got to me.
Toad's gonna draft like sinkhole.
No, there are 3 things that I'm deciding between here.
Between what?
I'm not.
I think there's a clear pick here.
I'm gonna go just because I don't think there's a lot of it out there.
Wow.
I'm gonna go swamp.
That's a bad pick.
Wow.
I'm going swamp.
Wow.
That's a bad pick.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna get this out of the way right now. I'm going desert because
Yeah. Yeah.
come on,
Yeah.
deserts are awesome.
Yeah, that's fair. fair.
What were your other 2?
I was gonna choose either cliff or I really, really liked the idea of drafting a pond.
Cliff and Pond would have been better than Swamp. I'll tell you that.
This is actually Eric Ruby's last show.
Swamp is
on the
Swamp is
PHNX
much
Sun
better
Devil
than
show.
a pond. Cliff is a total mess. I'm glad you didn't do that.
Other honorable mentions that I had: Rapids, Hill.
Rapids are not a geological feature.
Rapids was on a list. It was on a list.
Rapids are
that
not a
said-
geological
that
feature.
said
It's
that
something
it's-
that happens in water.
It said that it was.
It's not though.
That's I'm just. It is what it is. Okay. And Dune is also on the list.
A dune, like
Dune?
A sand dune.
Yes.
What about a
It would
lagoon?
be dunes, I think.
Okay.
Did you guys consider lagoons or gulfs?
Lagoons are good. Gulfs are fine. But I have an ocean. So
Shane,
fair.
yeah. Do you want to recap your list here?
yeah, I got an ocean, a volcano, a river, a forest, and a desert.
It's a good list.
That's the
That's
best.
a
list.
good list.
It
It's a
might-
good
it
list.
might-
If I don't win this draft, I'm gonna be sad and pissed and upset and angry. And you won't like me when I'm sad, pissed, upset, and angry.
That's a good point.
I might say the F word
Totri, you want to go over your draft?
Yeah. So I drafted waterfall,
and the S word.
beach, cave, glacier, and swamp.
I think that's a good. I think it's a good
He's
squad.
water guy.
It's a good squad.
Yeah.
You gotta
Well,
have a theme
upon
sometimes.
You're water guy and you're rock guy. Like,
I got
I'm sorry.
water. I have
What does
water.
it matter? What does it matter?
What
if
is an
we-
island
if
thing?
we've-
Water.
Yeah, but it's made of. Go ahead, read
It's the
your
same
list.
thing with the beach.
Read your
It's
list.
the same
and
thing with the beach.
Read your list. And
If
you're
a
gonna be
beach
like,
has
oh,
water,
shit,
if a
I'm
beach has
rock
water, so does
guy.
an island. Island, mountain, canyon, lake, geyser. 3 of my picks are based around water. How am I the rock guy?
Okay. Do you want to be?
You got geysers based around water?
What is it shooting?
Sometimes it doesn't have to shoot water.
Guys,
What is it shooting?
that's gonna do it.
There
That's
are
gonna- that's-
milk geysers.
This show it's over. It's over, guys. Hit the like button.
Can we see the chat
Hit
for a
the
second?
subscribe button. Drop a 5-star review wherever you get your podcast.
Yeah, who likes
Arch is
Oh
good.
my gosh.
Rainforest
Coral
is good.
Reefs?
Coral Reef is good.
David Sheeran?
This is why you need to do prep.
Arches are not a big sleeper. It's just a big rock that's formed cool. Whatever.
Guys, do us
What's
a
with-
solid. Give us a follow on social. You can follow the show at PHNX_Sunups. You can follow me at Anthony_Totri. You can follow Eric Ruby at Eric Ruby. That is Eric with a K. You can follow DJ Danielle at Danielle.
No!
Across social media. You can follow that guy right there at Shane Deef. Getting angry because he didn't make a list as always.
Fjords and coral reefs just absolutely clear deserts.
This is like
Clear.
this when Cinnamon Bun went on draft.
Oasis? Damn it.
Should we do a snake draft of all the ones that we missed?
Do I like in the poll? Should I get all the ones we missed?
We tried that one time and it ends up being overpowered.
I think I won, but I also missed. And it takes a real person to admit that.
Get out of me, Swamp. Guys, these 2 will be with you tomorrow. I'll be on a beach.
It's just going to be Eric, actually.
I'll be on a beach
Nobody will
somewhere.
yell at me.
Guys, we'll see you Thursday. In the meantime, go Devils. Peace.
We all silly like the mayor.